Get ready. I don't know if this is going yet. But for now, oh, if you can hear this, say hi to Edith. She's texting me. Hi. Welcome. We have a Sadie here to begin things. Before we read, because thanks for joining me early. Oh, look. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, it's Mrs. Sadie. She's a good. Oh, I'll tell you if you said hi. Oh, she's so nice, isn't she? She's such a nice girl. Hi, everybody. So nice to see you tonight, too. I have to go up early because tomorrow I'm going to go see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I'm so excited. I'm going at 6 o'clock, and right after I have to make sure I write an article about it, so keep on the lookout for that. And I just want to make sure I fulfill that obligation before I come on over here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad that it's your first time. No, oh my God, that's so creepy. I'm sorry. That's really creepy. So Sadie went and effed off. It's okay. We'll have fun without her. So, hi everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you want to, go right ahead and share this with all your pals. Tell them we're all hanging out here reading some more Brett Keane. He wanted me to join him in a live stream today, but I was not in the right frame of mind to just talk to anybody. I can't do it. Like I need like a pre-existing, predetermined location in order to do that. So, yeah. She's a nice lady, isn't she? She's a very, very good girl, and she's a very kind individual. She can be kind of an asshole sometimes, but so can I. That's why I'm raising her to be like that. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. Look at all you guys. You're all so nice hanging out with me. Sadie is a very, very pretty girl. But we got some Brett Keane to read tonight, y'all. Yeah, let everybody know. Let him know. Let drunken peasants know. Let people know. Because we have so much fun in here, and I just want to, like, gather everybody around, you know what I mean? So, are we ready to read? Let's raise our hands and say, yes, I'm ready to read. You don't have to say anything, but in the meantime, I enjoy Harry Potter, and I've been writing for this website, Wizards and Whatnot. It's very cool. You can take a look at my Twitter. I have some articles that I wrote up there. I've been a contributor to that site for about a week now, and it's going really, really well. Fantastic. Everybody's an enemy of everybody, but, doesn't mean we can't find things to get along about, Did I enjoy the protests? Kinda. I'm hoping to go to more. There's two this weekend that I hope I can go to. I have improv on Sunday, so maybe not Sunday, but maybe Saturday, and I can do some live streaming for you guys there too. This has been my favorite book to read so far. We're having a blast with this one. So, are we ready? Oh, hooray, guys. Hooray. Here we go. Okay, so, do we remember where we last left off? Do we remember? I remember. Kind of. I remember Reggie shooting people and murdering people. One was an accident, one was an on-purpose murder. And it's, it's all about... We're on chapter 4 already, if you can believe that. That's crazy. Oh, man, I have been in a very, very jovial mood lately. So, here we go, guys. And I think what we're gonna do, we're not gonna do like, oh, I'm sorry. We can try to like do things every other week. I don't know, but I feel bad for the UK folks. I gotta do more live streams in general, like maybe some afternoon ones. You know what I mean? We'll figure it out going on. It's all a process. Nothing ever has to be figured out in one night, and things can take a while. We're on page 64. Oh my god, we have to get started, guys. We're on page 64, and there's 258 books. I mean, I mean pages. Okay. So the voices are gonna be, yeah, we're only on chapter 4. And the voices are gonna, I'm not gonna add too many new voices. Alright, ready? Alright, ready? Damien awoke in a cold sweat. All his life he had these horrific nightmares, even before his crucifixion on top of the asylum. Remember that, guys? Oh my god. He stared at his wrists. They still bled from when he had healed all those children that were handicapped. So they were handicapped, yeah. Yeah, who needs sleep anyway, y'all? He felt as though all of his blood was drained. He walked away from the campfire he had made. I don't know where we are. Which was already burned out a long time ago, and began walking towards a huge cave that rested within the side of a huge, steep wall. He sat down in the front seat of his car, pulled out his laptop computer, and rested it upon his legs. I guess we'll do Damien's voice the same as Valley Girl Satan's. Nope, I have no idea what the plot is, but we're having fun figuring it out. When his computer came on, he was shocked to discover the time and date. What the hell? This couldn't be right, he said to himself, confused. He logged onto the internet. How is he getting internet in the middle of the woods? I don't get it. And clicked on weather and the time in his area. It was no mistake. It was the same. This can't be. How could I have been asleep for 2 fucking weeks? He groaned. He closed the laptop, tossed it to the side, and walked wearily out of the mouth of the cave. Then he headed towards a small meadow of water north of his campsite. Yeah, he had some pretty strong internet. Oh, man. Yes, the stream started 6:38. I mean, 6 minutes and 40 seconds ago right now. Okay, oh my god. I'm dumb today. Fuck. He said a small meadow of water north of the campsite. Fuck me. Kneeled down and splashed water on his face. Then cupped his hands and poured water on his hair as he ran his wet hands over it. Herbal essence featuring Brett. Because you're worth it. Wait, that's Maybelline. Oh my god, never mind. Oh shit. The water was cold, but he felt he needed a bath. So he stood up and went back to his small campsite, opened his black duffel bag, pulling out some shampoo and a bar of soap. Then, a towel. Ooh, it's exciting, everybody. There's fanfiction about me? Oh, damn. Is it that thing, John Riela's death? Because that was from eons ago. That's like a My Immortal level troll fic. Next, he took off all his clothes. I am getting so... When his last piece of clothing fell to the ground, he shook his head. Why do you always show up at the most inappropriate times for? He knew who was watching him. A new voice. What should the lady's voice be? I guess we'll just do, like, Southern Belle here. No, not Southern Belle. We'll do G-Scream here. How do you do that, Damien? I can't ever fool you, can I? A female's voice giggled. You know, sometimes I think you do this just because you like making me uncomfortable, Gamora. He headed towards the water. Oh my god, I don't know what that was. Oh dear. Just tweet it to me. That and the fact that you got a nice ass. She giggled. Yeah, it goes great with the scars on my back, he said sarcastically. His back had scars from his stigmata. Wait, why do you get stigmata? Why do you get... Stigmata... Oh, wait. I guess because Jesus was scourged, like, that could show up, but I thought stigmata was just the wounds of Christ. I don't know. An opera singer voice? I can't do that. My voice is not I don't know how that would go. I've seen worse. Besides, I only look at your ass anyhow, she chuckled. You know you're too old for me, he spoke. So what? I'm over 1,000,000 years old in human years. I still feel the same old juices running through me, she smiled. Ew! Gamora, while you're very beautiful, but I still love my wife, and that will never change, he replied while washing his back. Thank you, because I feel like it looks like shit right now. But she gave up her soul to Lucifer. You can't go on like this forever alone, she said, realizing she said too much. He stared at her angrily. I'm sorry, Damien, but she didn't deserve you. Just tell me this. Can there ever be a chance for us? Gamora asked. Chainsmoker voice. Oh man, it's hot in my room. He shook his head. Maybe, but you must give me space and time, and I don't mean literally. Oh dear. He laughed. He began shampooing his hair. Gamora slipped her clothes off and headed towards the water where he was. When he ducked down in the water to rinse the soap from his hair and came back up, there she was right next to him, directly in front of him, naked in the water. He turned his back to her. No, Gamora, I can't, he said sadly. That's the best way to get. Oh my god, everybody knows literally. I love that. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh my god. He said sadly. It's been 10 years, Damien. You have taken the world upon your shoulders, never getting the love you deserve. Quit denying yourself. Let me wash you. Is that too much to ask? She asked, smiling. She ran the soap gently over his body. Oh my god, you remember we wanted a Brett sex scene? Maybe we're getting it, you guys. Maybe we're getting it. Hi, thanks for joining me. Tell all your friends. We're just chilling in here. Oh, man. We're just chilling here reading Brett's book. Why the hell not? Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. She ran the soap gently over his body. His eyes closed for what he was tired. I'm sorry. His eyes closed, for he was tired, and it felt good. He hadn't been touched by a woman in a long time. He had almost forgotten the warmth of a woman. She pulled his hair slowly to one side, and slowly began softly kissing his neck. Slowly, softly. Laughing at all you guys. Or not at you, like with you. Because this is fucking funny. Oh, man. Gamora. He spoke gently, turning around. What if he wins? What if he kill ''S me? She stared into his eyes. Damien, I would never let that happen. I would take you from this world for myself before I'd let him have you, she replied. He knew she wasn't joking. And why would you joke about something like that? And he knew how powerful she was. He stared at her, and in that moment, seeing how truly beautiful she was as the sunlight glistened on her hair. She pulled him into her. She gasped, as did he. They began kissing hard and passionately. Oh no! He squeezed her breast with one hand. Oh my god, why? Why? And with the other reached down, holding her up in the water by her buttocks. He carried her up to the bank where the land meets the water, and they made love. Okay, so it's okay. So he doesn't go into too much detail. That's fine. I wouldn't have minded some detail. I just want to say, I like smut. I'm sorry. As they laid there after making love, she asked him, Damien, I sense that you have a lot on your mind. You're not planning on fighting Christian now, are you? He didn't say a word, just took a puff of his cigarette. They had an after-sex smoke. Oh, I will never have one of those again. Ever, because I don't smoke anymore. I'm dying! Oh my god, you guys. You're all so... So you're all just fucking laughing. Like, just... Well, we're not making fun of Brett. We're just making fun of, like, the silliness of the words. And, like, you know... Oh, man. Oh my god. Oh, I should read one of my fan fictions out too. Oh, it's so cringy. Oh my god. I like just to counterbalance whatever. Excuse me. Oh shit. Oh my. She became afraid and sat up. Damien, tell me you're not gonna do something foolish. There's no way you can win. The only reason he's let you live so far is because he needed you, she informed him. Well, I've had enough. I've fought little battles off and on with him for 10 years. It's gone T.O. too far. It's time I kill him. End this game for good. Damien took a puff again. Oh my god, I know. I'm sorry. It helps me to say over and over again that, like, if I don't smoke anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I won't do it anymore. Damn it, Damien! It is not your place to do that! You can't use evil to kill evil. You'll only make him stronger, and the good in you will be lost forever. Just find your brother. That's what the angel told you to do, she said angrily. The way I figure it is, just imagine these two post-coital. Oh god. Ugh. The way I figure it is, I don't know God a thing, but I'm willing to risk it all to get this evil son of a bitch. I'm tired of it. No matter what good I do, he ends up making me look like the bad guy. Damien spoke. What is plot? What do you mean? She asked. He read. Oh. He didn't start this with quotes, so this is obviously Damien speaking. He ran me off a cliff, then gives me the usual song and dance about working with him. When he gets in his car, he makes it look like my black Cadillac. And I could see him take on my identity. There's no telling what damage he has done using my body and face. I mean, what would Jesus have done if some guy was running around with his body, acting like him, and using his body to kill or make people suffer? Damien sneered. So I guess everything that we saw in the last reading was happening. Like, I guess it's sequential. I keep thinking that we're going to, like, flashbacks, but I guess not. I guess Gamora just showed up. Fucking, you know, Damien's hiding now because he knows that Christian's running a fucking amok. A fucking amok, right. Actually, people have claimed that they were him for years. But I get what you're saying. He's framing you. That's another damn good reason to stay away. There is no telling how many people he's got looking for you, Gamora pointed out. No. The longer I hide from him, the more powerful he gets. I'm going to kill him tonight, Damien finished. I won't let you go off on a suicide trip, Damien. I love you. And I'm not about to lose you,
she commanded.
If you love me, you'll let me choose my own path,
Damien replied.
Damien, once you attack him, I cannot help you. Those are the rules. You know he's been playing with you all these years. Don't go waging war with the Prince of Darkness. You're just a man. You're strong, and you heal fast. He's a man? Is he, though? Is he really a man? Is he really, or is he the Antichrist? Oh, man. Oh, shit. I just don't. I just don't know. If you're not hurt too badly. Oh, and you heal fast if you're not hurt too badly. Oh, good night, Shock Therapy. Thank you for joining. Watch it later. Why not? Sorry, hang on. Okay. But he can kill you,
she pleaded.
Well, the way I see it, if God cares for this world at all, then he'll be in my corner. If I die, it'll be because God allowed it.
Damien began heading towards his car. Lightning and thunder exploded in the sky right after they banged. Cool. Damien smiled and stared up at the dark clouds.
Yeah, that's right. I know you heard me. I'm gonna take out your worst enemy. Just me. Just one man.
Damien gloated.
Ooh, who's this? Oh, Gamora is praying now. I mean, G-Scream can do some... G-Scream can throw it a little bit. She knows how to rein in her man, okay? Oh my god. Forgive him, Lord, for he knows not what he does. Help him, God. Don't let him die. You know why he acts the way he does. He has suffered so much. God, give me a sign. If he's meant to win against Lucifer, say nothing. If he's gonna die, turn this water
to blood. Gamora prayed. When she opened her eyes, she became bitter. The water had become blood.
Oh, God is a vengeful son of a bitch. Oh my god. Sorry, Lord. Oh, man. Oh. Aw, that's mean. Aw. It's just, he wrote it in high school, though. Like, so, you know.
Before she could warn Damien of her vision of death that would befall him, he had disappeared. There was nothing she could do. There was something Lucifer had that Gamora had never told Damien, because she felt it would have killed him and made him even more bitter towards God. But now this dark secret would spell his doom for sure.
I wouldn't mind writing my own book, but I'm also lazy and I can't burp on command. I can't do it. No, she didn't drink the blood. She just like saw the blood. And I thought Gamora was like a bad person in the Bible. Or no, Gamora was a city where bad things happened, right?
Oh, literally, I don't know.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That night, the black Cadillac sped into the entrance road of the school. Damien stepped out of his car and walked towards the front doors of the school. The doors opened by themselves as if to welcome him. He knew Lucifer would see him coming a mile away. Well, when he walked through the double doors, they slammed behind him, and chains wrapped around the handles, sealing it shut.
Like, everything happens so quickly in this book. It's just like all of a sudden, hello, welcome to my stream. Thanks for joining. Oh, man. I feel like me reading books like this that like exemplify high school students that are like written by YouTubers kind of like weirdly makes me feel better about my high school experience. It wasn't that, I didn't have that bad of a time in high school, I guess. That's what I call it. Volume 6. Oh, shit.
Walking silently down the hallway, he stared forward. The lights flickered on and off. A paper airplane whizzed past his head, and he could hear a little kid giggle. Yet there was no one around.
Lucifer, it's time. The game's over.
Damien yelled, and his voice echoed through the hallway.
Imagine that voice echoing through the hallway.
The lockers that aligned the hallway began slamming open and shut by some invisible force.
Cute trick. I would have thought you could do better.
Damien insulted.
Oh! Oh! Wow. Do you see that? It's a little blurry. It says, "What's up? What's up?" That. Oh, man. Oh, we've been chilling here for 25 minutes right now. Christian was supposed to be a good guy, but he's not a good guy. He's full of shit. I guess a demon voice. I guess it's Christian, so I'm gonna just do Christian's voice.
What's up? Hey, Damien, I'm in the gym. Hurry, I got a surprise for ya. A demon cackled over the intercom.
I got a surprise for you too, asshole, but you probably won't like it.
He replied. Oh, Damien, you had better hurry. Don't be late for class. I wouldn't want to have to flunk you. The voice over the intercom cackled evilly.
Hold your horses, peckerhead. I'm coming,
he replied.
Peckerhead! Oh my god. Yep. It was written out like that old. Oh man, what was the ad for? I can't really remember. Oh, a Hank Hill voice. That's good too. I just remember there was like a parody commercial of it, and it was like a bunch of like white guys. It was a play on the Dockers commercial, and they were all like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like, it was really funny. Anyway. Okay. Oh boy.
Damien made his way into the gym. It was dark and cold.
Too afraid to show yourself. What a pansy ass.
Damien insulted repeatedly. The lights came on, revealing 3 dark figures with their backs facing Damien from across the basketball court. They all had long trench coats, and they were spread out, each standing 10 feet apart.
Oh, am I supposed to be scared? Ew, I'm shaking.
Damien acted as if he was shivering from fear.
It was from Budweiser, yes, thank you. It was beer, yes.
What are you doing?
Look that up, it's really fucking funny. Oh, man. Like, you know, not for nothing, Damien, but, like, if you want to portray how, like, tough you are, you wouldn't fucking be taunting people. You would just go in and kick some major ass. Like, taunting implies, like, you're scared. TBH. Let me just go ahead and retweet to show that we're still live, you know. I mean, does it, answer me this, like, you guys knew, everybody in here, did you all know that, like, Thursdays are my day that I usually do these things? Ugh, because I can't next Thursday either. I mean, it's Thanksgiving, number one, but I'm working my balls off. So, yeah, here you go. I'll just retweet. Yeah, if you could, like, retweet or share. I don't know how to, like, get the word out, but I just think these are fun, and I like hanging out with you guys, and I like us all hanging out. You know, I like nice things happening. I like when nice people chat with you. Okay.
Lucifer came out on the school stage, yet still manifested as the man in white, Christian. So I assume you have decided to do things the hard way? Christian asked with red eyes glaring and tiny pointy razor-sharp teeth revealing his sadistic evil smile.
I'm not here for a social call, if that's what you're wondering.
Damien replied.
Damien got, like, Like, he got, like, a sex boost to go and, like, confront Christian. He trolls high school. Like, everyone's trolling each other these days. Like, let's just, like, have fun. Let's do, like, nice trolling. Like, good old-fashioned trolling. Not, like, I'm gonna dox you and, like, burn your house down trolling. Because you're different, you know? Oh, man. Fucking... The students are in there! Oh, my God. Wow.
Well then, let's quit wasting time. Let's get this party jumping! Christian responded, and at that moment teenagers began filing in systematically onto the bleachers. The students had a blank stare as they all sat about like an audience for the fight of the ages. They all stared at Damien. They appeared to be brainwashed, without a soul. I so love an audience, Christian chuckled. Now let me introduce you to my associates. Mary, turn and face your husband, please. At that moment, in the right corner of the gym, one of the dark figures turned to face him in horror. He realized it was his dead wife. He gasped.
Of course.
Tell him your secret, the one you took to the grave, Mary, Christian demanded.
Oh no! Mary just up and fucking tells him, ready? What voice can I use now? I don't have any. I don't have any more. I'm trying to think of, like, around the world.
I was never pregnant with your child. It was another man. The same man I ran off with the second time. The child was born handicapped. I just told you that he was crippled by the man I was with, so you'd take care of us, so you would pity me.
Wow, Mary, you're a bitch.
If I had not told you the child was yours, you would have not taken us in.
She finished with no expression. Tears began to swell up in Damien's eyes. Isn't that disgusting? All these years you lived in hell, slept only to be exhausted by nightmares. The woman you loved betrayed you, lied to you, and when this bitch died, you went nuts and ended up institutionalized. Christian shook his head in fake disgust. Damien could barely hold his rage. Now it's time to see who the baby's
Babies.
baby's father truly was. Please turn around, Christian demanded, and the second dark figure turned around. Yes, your best friend, the lawyer who convinced you to sign the agreement stating your wife gets everything should something awful happen to you. And guess what? Here's something to fuck your already messed up mind worse. That's so mean. Your wife never was murdered. It was all a sick hoax to drive you nuts, and it worked. While you were heavily sedated in the nut ward, your wife got it all.
Wow, she got it. Oh, that would have been a good one. Yeah. Fucking where?
They signed their souls away. What?
Wait, fuck. Your wife got it all.
They got married and lived happily ever after. Of course, Damien. They made one fuck up. They signed their souls away to me. And because of their acts against you, I've tortured their souls over and over ever since. They didn't go unpunished because, Damien, buddy old pal, I'm your friend, and friends take care of each other. Christian smiled.
Why would you care?
Damien asked. Because God didn't. You and I are a lot alike.
Oh, you and I aren't so different. We're not so different, you and I.
Yes.
Why is Christian saying fucked over and over again?
All we ever wanted was love, respect, and appreciation, but we got fucked. God didn't make any of us so we could fill our simple pleasures. He made us to fulfill his own selfish wants and needs. Who wants to bend over backwards for that shit? Why work so hard to never be rewarded? You know what heaven is like, Damien. You can't have sex. You can't watch scary movies or good action flicks. You can't go to Grateful Dead concerts. Believe me, I know. I was there. It is a boring place. It was a living hell for me. Imagine what it would be like sitting there, staring down at all these ignorant people who pray, wondering all the time why that there's disease and suffering. Why God allows such travesty to take place. You know, he never answered me when I asked the same question. So I said, why not let me rule?
Wow, Christian. Oh my goodness gracious. No Detective Stalker, not yet. Oh, does it really? Maybe he'll come back, because he had a great voice. He was, he was French. He was Hercule Poirot. Ugh, I don't like Christian's voice right now. It's like too much.
Hey! Oh, why not let me make a difference? Hey, why are you're not doing anything but just sitting on your ass? Christian ranted.
But you hate us.
Damien replied. You're damn right I do. You would too. Take that handicapped school, for instance. When that little girl asked you to heal all those kids, you said it's God's responsibility. And you were right. And just before you got here, you told the witch, Gamora, that I was messing everything up. Everything you did good.
Okay.
Well, when I or any other angel did something good, man praised God. And when something bad happened, I was the ultimate scapegoat. God himself even entertained the idea that all bad things are because of me. Why do you think a third of God's angels followed me? We got tired of God taking all the credit, Christian replied.
Wow, Christian, you're a vengeful bitch. Oh dear. Oh, I'm glad I'm making work interesting for all y'all. Sorry. Ugh. Christian's voice fucks with my voice a little bit. Okay. So you're no better than God. THEN, than God. You pulled the same shit on me.
Damien spoke. No, I was trying to teach you a lesson. I was trying to make a point, Christian replied angrily.
Well, maybe God was teaching you a lesson.
Damien spoke against him.
Damien's throwing it a little bit. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Not at all. Oh boy.
Damien, I am prepared to give you everything you want for the taking, Christian spoke.
What can you give me? A woman who is brainwashed into loving me? Children who obey my every command with no free will? A world without hate because you control them to do your bidding?
Damien retorted. What do you want? A woman who will cheat? Kids that walk all over you? The world needs a little control. Fuck who you want. Love who you want. Love is only an illusion anyway. Just a feeling that always ends in pain, Christian ranted.
Aw, poor Christian. I don't know what this is. I don't. Emo Damien and every woman in the universe. You guys are so silly. Oh my goodness.
Damien stood silent. It doesn't matter anyway. You can either choose to get with the program or die. It's your choice.
Ready?
At that moment, The basketball court and entire gym began to quake. The ground opened up in a perfect circle.
A perfect circle. That's a band I'm sure that Brett has listened to.
Fire spewed from the giant pit. Damien never did get a chance to see the final dark figure. He watched Christian push his wife and the man into hell. Make your choice, Damien. I grow weary waiting for your answer.
Christian sounds like fucking hedonism bot from Futurama. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Really? Oh, tell your managers I said hi, and that, sorry, I'm distracting everybody. Oh, man. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Christian spoke angrily. Damien said nothing. Very well. I have someone else who shall take your place. Andrew, kill him, Christian demanded. When the dark figure turned around, it surprised Damien. The man looked identical to Damien, except older.
Who the fuck is he?
Damien yelled.
Okay. That's exactly what I was thinking. Choose or die, it's your choice. Okay, what's this guy's voice gonna be? I'm your father. Lucifer resurrected me from the past. You should have joined us, son. It would have been better for us all. But today, I wash my hands of your blood, and I will baptize you in fire.
Andrew stated.
I don't know who you are. Oh, that was Damien. I don't know who you are. I never had a father. But I promise you, if anyone goes into that pit, it'll be you.
Damien threatened. Andrew made his way over quickly, and Damien stared his father down. His father stood silently with a cold expression on his face. Why are you doing this? I'm your flesh and blood. Wait. What? I'm sorry, that was Damien saying this. Why are you doing this? I'm your flesh and blood. Damien scoffed. It's too late. What is done is done. The sacrifice must be given. Andrew replied. Without me, Lucifer can't win. Damien yelled. Andrew struck out, grabbing Damien about the throat and lifting him high in the air. I am the chosen one. Damien gasped for air, legs dangling in the air. You guys like Hank Hill's voice? It's okay. I love that fucking show. Andrew shook his head and finished by saying, No, you little fool. Your brother was the chosen one. Fabian Andrews. Lucifer just used you in hopes that you would lead us to him. And you did. What's Fabian's voice, by the way? Can you remember? Phew. You were given a choice to follow us, and you delayed for 10 years. So now it's game over for you. I'll tell you what. Andrew said, throwing his son Damien into the flames of hell. Andrew stared with a blank face towards Christian. He chose this, Andrew. So don't look at me like that, Christian warned. I stopped your suffering. And without me, you would lose Fabian, and you know this. Why lose two sons just because one won't listen? Andrew nodded slowly. He understood. Andrew walked away into the darkness. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like my voices. Oh, it was Valley Girl? He was like a different kind of Valley Girl. It was like this Valley Girl. Not like this Valley Girl. There's all different cadences of Valley Girl. As Andrew stood outside the school, he stared motionless. All was quiet. I never expected you to do this, Andrew. A woman's voice could be heard. Never mind. I never expected you to do this, Andrew. A woman's voice could be heard. Andrew knew who it was, even before she stepped out of the darkness. It was Gamora.
That's good. Oh yeah. What's his name? Mike Judge. Yeah, he's fantastic. Um,
It does not matter. What's done is done, he spoke.
Andrew, when was it that you lost your grace? Why do you help Lucifer? I thought you were better than that. You have the gift to save humanity. Why help in its destruction?
She asks. Mankind is a creation of God. I will never participate in any way to support a God that lies and deceives, Andrew replied.
You'd rather help Lucifer, the prince of evil, than God. You know Lucifer only stands by you because you are one of the time possessors. Okay, he doesn't care about you or your children. I do not understand what you hope to gain in all this treachery, Andrew.
She shook her head.
Wow.
I hate God. He is a liar. Don't you realize God allows this? All of this? God created us all. He created Lucifer and all the angels who have done what they wish to humanity. God created evil. This is the way God meant for all things to be. Andrew spoke.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Mike Judge also did Office Space, which is a fantastic movie. He's great. No, Andrew. He gave all of life free will. He gave us in hopes that we could prosper,
Gamora argued. Don't you get it? There's no free will. God knows all things, for he is the beginning and the end.
Excuse me.
He knows every choice we'll make before we make it, whether it be good or bad. He knows who shall go into heaven and who shall burn for all eternity in the flames of hell. He knows everything. Mankind has no choice as long as God makes men whom he knows before they're even born, before they even exist, will lead a life of sin and die in sin. Do you know what's worst of all? What do you think happens to those children who die before they are saved, before they are baptized? What happens to all those babies that never learned, those who never had a chance to receive the word? For we are all born of sin.
Woo! Wow, he's still asking questions, everybody.
What do you think God does with a child conceived or born of that sin that never had the chance to live a life of good? For it does.
I'm trying to craft it a little bit. Craft a little bit more Hank Hill here.
He says he judges us for our labors and deeds. All that child has is the sin he was born with. God knew man would fail. He knew Adam and Eve would commit the sin that would plague humanity for all time. For all who eats this tree shall surely die. No, I will never follow a God like this. Andrew finished.
You have made a choice that will ensure your doom, Andrew. It is obvious where your heart lies. I pity you. You yourself have the power to change time, the suffering in this world. Though you hate God, why not help humanity?
Gamora asked.
Oh, just asking. Read it backwards. Oh, man. Here we go.
If I myself did do works of good and miracles, mankind would glorify God. God would believe and would be given credit for my good deeds. But as long as I help in its destruction, man will hate God. For it will... Oh my goodness, excuse me.
I have to go to work at 12:30 a.m., so I have to... Yes, it'll be Sarah Palin, the next one that shows up. But that might be next week.
For it will be God who has allowed this. That is my goal. Andrew injected.
I am disappointed in you, Andrew. You are sick. You're nothing more than another Hitler. Whoa. Just looking at you makes me sick. Yet at the same time, I see God's love and mercy. I can see his eternal, undying love for you, even as we speak. I shit you not. Take a look. Title drop. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. What? Oh, man. Shit. Where are we?
Gamora stared into his eyes. Andrew was confused and off balance. What are you talking about, witch? He sneered.
By the fact God has allowed you an opportunity to do what you do just shows his mercy and compassion for us all. Even you, Andrew, can't you see it? Every time you take life that is innocent, every time you commit evil, it just shows God's patience. If God so chose, he could wipe you and Lucifer out of existence with nothing more than a gesture of thought. The fact that he is not just shows his wisdom, his love, giving you the chance to make the choices you make. You say God makes men whom he knows will burn in hell. But Andrew, you could still ask for his forgiveness. You could right this second become almost a savior to humanity, even if it means God is glorified in the process for your good deeds. How the fuck did she follow all of his line of thought that she's able to answer these questions? I have no idea. Oh yeah. I think that's correct. I think you're right about that. It was God who gave you this gift. It's up to you to decide if to use it for good or bad. In the end, all you will have proved is that God is just and loving. Even for a foolish, wretched little man such as yourself.
Gamora finished. Andrew stared at the street.
What is their relationship, by the by?
Andrew stared at the streetlight and watched as moths danced around it, his mind in total delusion. Yeah, right there with you. He now began to feel something strange filling up inside him, and it scared the hell out of him. It was like cracking ice on a lake, and you're standing directly on top of it. You know what's gonna happen, yet there is no escape, 'cause you were foolish enough to go out that far.
You hear that, readers? Scold.
As the cold water engulfs you, paralyzing you, there is only one thing on your mind as you desperately claw at the ice, trying to climb back up. I'm drowning, and it's all my fault.
What happened? I look weird looking up at myself on the computer right now. The computer, oh my god. Woo! Fucking cripes.
Andrew held his hand over his mouth. His eyes darted back and forth. Millions of thoughts clouded his mind, trying to help him justify all that he's done, but his heart already knew the truth.
Your son Damien is dead, Andrew. Slain by your own hands. I didn't think of that. Oh man. He got sorry. Oh my god. Where the fuck was I? Holy crap. I'm sorry. Oh, I was reading completely wrong things. I'm sorry. Alright, you threw your own child into the flames of hell. Will you do the same to Fabian?
The witch asked. It was then that Lucifer appeared out of the darkness, clapping his hands. Bravo! Bravo, Gamora! I commend you for your efforts, but it's too late for Andrew. He's already mine, as well as the stone.
The stone! Okay.
Lucifer cackled.
He can be forgiven. God will forgive him.
Gamora replied angrily. God forgives men. Andrew is not a man. He just hasn't figured out. He has forgotten his own death. Andrew was resurrected onto spirit, Lucifer smiled. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not dead. How could I bear flesh? Andrew asked. You're not even Andrew anymore, fool. But I will allow you the opportunity to learn the truth of who you really are. Oh, God.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I don't know where to. Okay, look, watch this. We're like right about here, so it goes here, and then that, and then chapter 5. Wow, we're gonna do a whole chapter tonight, guys. I guess we'll Oh, good night. Thank you for joining me. We'll just finish the chapter. How about that? Why not? Okay.
The truth may destroy you, even if it didn't, but you'd wish you were never even born, Lucifer cackled. Both Andrew and Gomorrah stared at each other, puzzled. Gomorrah, put your hands upon Andrew. Look deep into his mind. I think you will find what you find will be very interesting, Satan commanded.
So it's like Satan and Lucifer are like interchangeable, I guess. As Gomorrah slowly closed her eyes and began searching Andrew's mind, she gasped in horror. First came an image of a man carrying a cross up a hill through a crowd. Wonder who that could be. It was almost as if she was there. She looked around the crowd but could not seem to find Andrew. Where is Andrew? I have looked everywhere?
Gomorrah asked. Keep looking. You'll find him. Lucifer appeared next to her in the dreamlike state.
Now it's like the three-eyed raven and Bran. That's what's happening right now.
As Jesus fell to his knees, exhausted, the dream changed sequence.
It's dream-changed.
Now the witch was back. Watched the back of Jesus being whipped hard, huge wounds surmounting on his back. That's not right. She looked everywhere, but still could not find Andrew.
Where is Andrew? All I see is the crucifixion of Christ taking place. That's all I see. Yeah, that's not a big deal or anything. I have searched every face, yet I cannot see Andrew.
The witch spoke angrily. Now she found herself staring at scattered images of Jesus being hammered to the cross. His hands and feet, the sound of laughter and mocking. She turned her head, feeling sick. Continue to watch. Soon you will see Andrew, Satan demanded. Still nothing. Then she saw a man in a white cloak, with a hood covering his face, standing deep within the crowd. She hurried towards him. However, it seemed like the closer she got to the hidden figure, the farther away it became. Finally, she reached the man walking away, towards the desert, away from the town.
Hey!
She stopped. Oh, she cried. Oh my god, I don't know why I said stopped. She cried.
Show yourself! Are you Andrew? I don't know. I've never seen the Powerpuff Girls. The forest sex scene, I know. Yeah, that's how it's typed. For reals. Okay. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Oh boy. We're not going to do a wrap-up session this time because, like I said, I have to go to work, so I have to go to sleep, like, right after this.
The man stopped in his tracks and stood silent.
Who are you?
She asked, stepping in front of him. The man stood there but said nothing. Moments passed, and then the man slowly removed the hood, revealing himself. She stared in horror when she realized who she was looking at.
Jesus? How can this be? How are you here? I saw you being crucified.
She gasped.
Jesus will have a Sarah Palin voice again, I guess.
I am the Son of God. The prophecy has been fulfilled. I am within the man who suffers, and I weep, for I suffer his pain, and the sins of the world as does he.
Jesus replied.
Now when a man hurts and is persecuted, I shall feel it too, Tio. That is the price I have paid. I have accepted the responsibility for all time, as I live in the hearts of men.
She was shocked.
Who is the man on the cross while you stand here?
She asked, frightened.
It is I, manifested in the flesh. The body was just a vessel I inhabited, which is now dead with my blood, and with it my blood shall give life. Now I must do what was foretold. I am to ascend into heaven.
And with that, he disappeared.
Jesus is just there, and now he's not. Stop! Oh my god.
Gamora rushed back to the town, fighting her way through the crowd. She stared up at the cross, and she began to quiver in utter fear. It was Andrew!
No!
She cried.
This can't be possible. What have you done, Andrew?
Andrew looked down at her and gave her a gentle yet sad smile. I had the power to go back in time. I had to see him. I had to understand. The sins of man needed a body to possess. For God is perfect and cannot ascend into heaven with that which is evil. Yet he will suffer the pain of man. Even as my body dies, I am no more. A single tear fell from his eyes. Now this is the mistake Andrew made, Lucifer laughed. Okay. It wasn't God's will for Andrew to take Jesus' place on the cross. I think...
Yeah, okay, it's Gamora. I mean, Andrew talking. I fucking don't know. Andrew came back. Oh, fucking cock.
Andrew came back in time and somehow managed to take the place of God. He offered himself, claiming to be Jesus. He damned the whole world with his unclean flesh and spirit. I spit. Creating a paradox in time. Now time will overlap from here to the point in which he travels back in time from the future to die. In doing this, all things will repeat, and I will forever be eternal.
Lucifer laughed. Look. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Great story, Lucifer. Oh my god. As Gamora came back to the present, she stared at Andrew in the school parking lot. Lucifer was confused. Why is this happening in the school parking lot? Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Woo! Okay, let's go. Lucifer was confused.
Andrew, you have seen the mistake you made, so now you know what must be done.
Gamora asked. Yes, I will never go back in time. Forgive me, God, for I have sinned. Destroy me, Gamora.
Oh boy. Okay, he cried, and she rose her hands, and he was engulfed in flames, just suddenly. Lucifer knew that time had been fixed. He knew that it was changed back to normal. Andrew was dead now, and Gamora stared at the Prince of Darkness.
I know why you showed me that. I know what you wanted.
The witch spoke angrily. Oh, do you now? And what was that witch? He chuckled.
If time was at a standstill, you'd never have a chance to win. If all things repeated themselves, you'd have a chance.
She spoke.
Oh, that and then that. Damn, I know. I fucking no idea. Oh my god. Oh, thank you for joining. Take care. We're almost done. Almost done. Woo, woo. Okay. Fuck. Shit. Balls. I don't know.
You're a very clever witch. Yes, you figured me all out.
He smiled, walking a space way,
Spitting on Andrew's burnt body.
Nevertheless, something was wrong. She felt very uneasily. She didn't realize the world was about to get a big surprise. Lucifer had planned this all along.
Dun dun dun.
Chapter 5 is titled, Welcome home, sanitarium, into the lungs of hell. We got a good thing going here. Holy crap. Wow. Oops. Oh shit. Oh no. No, not that way. Oh boy. Okay, guys. So that is chapter. That was chapter 4, part 5 of Brett's Keane's Internal Undying Love. I said internal undying love. Oh my god. Anyway, that is that. I've got a fucking headache right now, so I'm gonna go to sleep for 2.5 hours. But thank you all for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I have fun hanging out with you guys, and next week we'll do it on Wednesday night too. Because anytime, because it's Thanksgiving next week and I am in the newsroom for a million years. So thank you all for watching and take care, bitches.